All right, so as an ecotourism operator, we do a lot of stuff, obviously getting in the water, swimming, snorkeling, walking, all that kind of stuff. But we actually do a lot of activities that have desired goals at the end of them. So like environmental goals. So some of our goals that we've had all the time, we're basically now starting to measure to try and get a benchmark and then basically improve year on year. So coming up for the next year, we've got the Promote on Sustainability UN Sustainability Goals 14, so educating the world, our students, about what the UN sustainability goals are. Very big overseas, but not as much as in Australia. So getting as many students learning about it, understanding and helping with UN sustainability goals, though through participation. Then we've got the beach clean stuff we do. So we basically do a lot of beach cleans with our groups, high school groups, international groups, where they'll come, they'll snorkel, they'll walk, they'll swim, they'll hike. And part of it, they're happy to help and clean and basically explore what's at the beach, good and bad. Exploring the good stuff of the wildlife, but also seeing that marine plastic and debris is, a lot of locations, bushland and sea. So we actually do a bit of a beach clean. So we're now keeping a tally on with some metrics on student numbers and the amount of rubbish we collect, and then, next year seeing how many we had and trying to build on that, and then working with all our partners and clients, education providers, seeing how many more students can we get on board, how can we have a positive change impact on the locations we visit. The whole thing about tourism, it's a really big thing at the moment, like over-tourism, tourists coming to areas, and if tourists are turning up to areas and they're cleaning beaches and they're doing stuff and they're learning about the environment, learning about culture, this is the idea of ecotourism, to have a more of a sustainable, soft experience when people do explore different areas. And that's the whole philosophy around ecotourism. And at the moment, mass tourism is a huge big thing, and there's a few stories out and interviews and stuff. But one thing about beach culture is learning beach culture. Keep it clean, keep it safe, keep it quiet, keep it peaceful. The other one we've got, launching a thing called Plastic Hunters. All right, basically when you're on a snorkel tour with us, we're going to have our buckets and gloves ready. And if you want to turn up early, we're going to have it there ready to go. And you can do a little, a beach blast and pick up some rubbish if you want to. If not, no pressure at all. It's a voluntary thing, and see how many people want to get involved with that. And our clientele, being people who love environment, ecotourism, are happy to put on some gloves and clean up a bit if they feel like it on the day. And 10 minutes can make a big difference, 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there, 10 minutes everywhere. And then we've got our new excursion experience. All right. So we're basically going out to schools, to primary schools, where I've developed a new program for stages 1 to 3 geography, about ecosystems, where we take our real life stories from underwater, from the Cabbage Tree Bay, from being an ecotourism guide and explorer, to the little kids that are stuck in class, make their day better, make their day exciting, and give them some valuable information that's going to help them learn and want to get involved with conservation, the environment, and understand ecosystems. And that's all linked with the Marine Estate Authority education material. So if you're still watching minute 3, well done. Check it out. Get involved. If if you've got a kid in primary school, if you're a teacher, check out our website about these incursions. They're new, they're exciting, they're awesome, they're great. And then we've got just increasing our student numbers. So we run our field studies, and we're already got more bookings this year for student numbers than we had all of last year. And we haven't even started to get a lot of our repeat customers coming in, so a lot of new schools getting on board. So basically our field studies programs are unique. They're the best out there. They're basically getting the students involved. We have school after school coming back to us year after year, and more schools changing their field studies providers and coming to us because we're more fun, more exciting, and basically we do a great job making the students have a great time in the environment. So we've got all those goals that we're basically setting for ourselves. We'll have a metric at it at, June 2026. We can see how we've done, participation numbers, how much rubbish we've picked up, get a baseline, and then aim for more the next year. And if we keep growing that, that's our footprint on environmental education and actual ecotourism footprint of removing rubbish as well. So get involved, support small business, and join in our environmental goals to help us as a business, but also as a business that helps the community and location that we enjoy and make a business out of with our traveling students, friends, and everyone that's there. All right, thank you.